Hello guys, you're welcome. Happy Thursday to you guys. Welcome to some running in the Ferrari at Daytona in the wet. Finally we're gonna join the train of streamers and people literally streaming all day long, same race, which is Daytona. And is this the first time we're gonna? No. Nicely packed. I wanted to say, is that the first time we're gonna hit that tire barrier? Thankfully, no, we did not. Yeah, I've seen this race like, I should say probably 15 times in the last 3 days on like various YouTube channels. Whenever I was looking into a stream, everyone was in Daytona, so I decided to like, join the train, go into Daytona too, and try to manage that stuff with the agua, with the water, with the wetness, with the rain. So it's probably a good thing for having this practice session in wet conditions. I'm not sure how entirely wet it gets. Probably wet enough. So we're gonna see how that goes. Anyway, big massive welcome to all of you. I hope you're going to enjoy what we're doing here. His teammate Alex is back. We're gonna ask a little bit about the pace in the wet. It's so tough to say.
Hello.
What pace in the wet? When it's wet.
When it's wet. Between 41s and 44s. Depending on wetness, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I just died first time I entered to Dunlop. I entered in the morning, I just died again.
Did you increase rearing though?
Yep.
Oh, okay, good.
But I haven't done the changes you said yet. Because it's essentially an entry, I'm losing it like off the throttle.
Changes were minor.
Yeah.
You just need to get used to it because it's sketchy. I mean, how much gearing did you put on?
+6.
How much did you increase? Okay, I do +5.
What about TC?
I up every setting by 1.
How much wet line?
I didn't do much.
Because I think there's like no way to do a wet line.
And I think the only possibility may be turn 2, like the hairpin. Or
Yeah.
turn 4 it is, I don't know.
Like the 2 hairpins basically.
Yeah, if any.
You basically touch that second curve of Le Mans chicane and you die.
Yeah. It'll be fun in the race, man.
Oh boy. In the dry I think it's fine, but in the wet it suddenly just spins you around. Is it just me, or is the dog going crazy somewhere in the background? I hear lots of whooping and yelling. Pink flat. I feel like if I go flat, I die, but if I live mid-pink, I die as well. It's typical Ferrari.
No, it's not. It's not. Half throttle maybe. But with heavy wet, it's, I think, even full lift. But just to keep the car stable, a little bit of throttle, I guess.
How much do you need to refuel?
I said 80 to 90%. Or was I muted last time? I don't know.
You were mute.
Ah, nice. Yeah, 80 to 90% depending on what lap you're pitting. So lap 18 would be, I think, 90%, and then 85 next lap, 80 next lap. I think that's even with a safety margin if you go the extra lap. But I
lap
never bothered
18.
to optimize it. Yeah, I take 90 when it's lap 18.
Going so many join laps. Like a shock of cultures when you come off the LMDH and you hit the brakes in LMH, you'd be like F1 car. The display still says wet, but I'm about to enter the 40s. I guess it's quite dry already on that practice stuff. Does it rain till the end?
No, it dries up in the end, but you stay on wets, obviously.
Yeah. Hey Ian, how you doing? Floor racing, nothing happened indeed. At least we're pretending. Nothing did happen. I really want to look to put the car as straight as possible, as early as possible. For maximum acceleration, like, you know, even here. Ah, this time I'm gonna die. It's going to be crazy. Like, it's not like I dislike rain. But lately, after the update and with my struggle on the tires that I apparently have. I'm really happy for every race I don't have to deal with the rain and the wetness. Which in hindsight is keeping me a little bit away from doing this one. For the obvious reason. Because I think my race is pretty soon, or pretty easily gonna end in that tire barrier and that Le Mans chicane. Hey Frank. Yeah, I'm not doing the 4-hour spa. But it's actually quite an important information. My girlfriend told me to tell her. Because I was scheduled for the 8 hours. I wanted to do that. And we actually arranged the weekend for it. Now that has changed again. Which is a bit annoying to say the least. Yeah, I could have some fun in the ELMS, but I'm not too fond of it yet. So let's see how eventually I'm going to decide. It would be just fun also to do it in LMP3, you know? LMP3, great car. But then I hate not being in top class, and then LMP3s are just like 6 cars per race usually, and that's just boring. Pretty sure majority of you may agree with that. You guys have been prepping the whole week? Well, I would have started today with what we're doing now. So yeah, here we go. Vittorio would love to see a race where Marbix and Michi are in the same class. Well, what class is Marbix racing lately? Yeah, I'm gonna touch that. Ow. Nice. I'm not sure how to deal with this because I'm gonna touch that curb and I'm gonna die like this. I'm pretty sure it would be the same in other classes, in other categories as well, or in other cars. But this is just... yeah, track issue. Generally speaking, I think it's fine. I'm just... yeah, I don't know. Do I want to change something here? It's like, not really. It even makes sense to go out again. Let's just do it. Schatz? Das 8-Stunden-Rennen findet nicht statt am Samstag. Nächste Woche. Okay, ciao. So I guess we now race 2 times 4 hours of Spa to make it 8 hours of Spa. Not looking forward. Alright guys, one more dance out there with the wet tires. Yeah, nice join leg. They need to fix this. I mean, they need to fix so many things, right? And like all the personal notes, I haven't raced endurance races for quite some while. And to be quite honest with you, it was like a weird way of looking forward to a race that is now not going to happen. It's just, yeah. Web brake performance. Probably skill issue. I'm not sure. I doubt the wife's going to be happier with me not racing. Because that means I actually do some other stuff or so. Like, you know, guys, I'm pretty sure the majority of you has already spotted a small amount of changes left, right, and center on the streams. Oh, but there goes the hook. And that obviously is something that I would usually do if I don't do 8 hours of something. I'd rather do like 8 hours of home officing or whatever. Christy, it is a huge improvement. Like, I'm not sure whether it is down to that, how they call it, roll resistance change, or whatever it is. But version 1.4, to me, driving-wise, especially in the hypercars, and you guys know, like, I've been struggling with the Ferrari for a considerable amount of time. The fact that I'm back at it, trying to use it now in a race, hashtag might still go bad, gives you a little bit of an idea, actually, on how much I do believe that this is an improvement again. We'll see about that though once we now get into the session. I just want to finish this lap. And then we see how far are we off, how confident do we feel. But generally speaking, the way this update impacts a tire or car behavior is I feel a lot more stability, a lot more constant behavior, a lot more reliable behavior, a lot more foreseeable, and yeah, just generally I'm a lot more confident pushing the cars on the edge, like, you know, going around curbs to not die and stuff like that. But I do feel there's bits of better feeling and more consistency and stuff. So I think this is bottom line where we are right now. Right, box. Session is ready. Here we go into the online area, into the race. Der Seibler is in as well. And we are going for... Oh, the race is just about to start. So let's see who else we got. Pavel Gardovsky, streamer. I think he was considerably fast. Mardukovic. Paul Scholz. Name is ringing a bell. Barrier. He tries to do a transition from GT3s to Hypers, I think. Or is Alex in DR actually? Is he still gold? Ich glaube, wir sind Auto 1. Ah ne, Barrier ist in mit Gold 1. Ich glaube, dann kommen wir.
Ah, ein bisschen Rating wenden ist okay.
Ja.
Habe ich schon gesagt, ich bin der Robin Hood hier in den Splits.
Stark. Nicht gut. Noch alles im Leben. So. Keine Zeit. Ah, ist das geil. Hab richtig Bock. Ich sehe mich direkt tatsächlich in dieser Busstop fliegen.
Und deswegen hast du ja 2 Rennen geplant, oder nicht?
Absolut. Weil ich zweimal Rating ausgebe. Wie viel Prozent brauchen wir?
Für Quali 25.
25, ne? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be good fun. We're going to be mediocre at best, like top 5, maybe a fight for the podium. Let me see. Let us see, actually. So, if you enjoy this, guys, please have a follow and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Whilst we're waiting for the stuff to come in, I'm grabbing more coffee because it's going to be fun, going to be needed. Right, guys, here we go. So guys, and if you are looking forwards to finding the right setup for this track, for this car, for this combination, or for any other combination, then exclamation mark setups into the chat. Make sure to use the BHoyer referral code for the BAlien web shop and save yourself 10% on the sales price as you're shopping for your new setup. And while you are shopping for the setup, we're about to go shopping for good lap times. And I hope that we can find it. Pepper Pray, I don't know. Could it be that we're a bit down on top speed compared to others?
I have no idea. I mean, the caddy is faster in general here.
Yeah, it's a Porsche Cup though. Those must be the oscillations everyone has been complaining about. Very bad. Now, honestly, I think like P5-ish is about where we're going to qualify. Everyone has just like so much more practice and routine already on this car track combo. Not just car track combo, but generally. Like, you know, people, let me see, McConnell, he has done a couple of races. Barry, I think also I saw in a couple of those races this week, where everyone was like racing all day. Elmo with a Glock, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining. It's hard to brake in turn 1 cause of the force feedback. You really think? I don't have an issue with force feedback really in going into turn 1, to be honest. I'm doing alright, bro, how are you? Wet condition is crazy with the Hypercar. I absolutely agree with you. Alright. Do a decent deceleration job. Bits of over rotation as I feel into turn 6, and that is a bit painful because that means momentum loss. Quite a bit of that, to be honest. Two is crazy. Yeah, off throttle the Ferrari is still doing Ferrari things. Thankfully this time around I got this a bit more confident, but as you can see, not much help. And that's the cut. And that's P9. Oh man. 10th start. We're here for the content, you know? Like, you know, this 10th place, even, let's just put it like into a good perspective. Even if I would be finishing in, like, let's say the top 5 in the end, no matter, and no idea how, but if let's say I would be losing DR simply from finishing in P11 on the qualifying, because of the way this DR stuff works. So it's quite fun. Nice job.
Things. Couple of turns faster.
Looking forwards.
Wow. Lost to 10th in the final sector.
Probably top speed thing. I don't know.
I mean, I was a little bit cautious in bus stop anyway because I cut it, and when you cut, you already lose 2 laps. Bit annoying.
But it's actually done right.
Yeah.
I'm so not looking forward starting P11.
Right in the trenches.
Yeah.
I've been there, and I already caused a crash yesterday.
I saw. You locked rears and took out a guy.
Yeah, the poor soul I took out is starting right behind me. P7.
Oh, he's PTSDing, eh?
I guess so. P1 is taking soft.
A lot of people are soft here.
Yeah, it's valid. I think back when the rain came a little bit earlier, because they changed it yesterday, I think, softs were even better. But now the dry stint is a little bit longer, that's why medium and softs both work. But if you have soft guys behind you, they will, I guess they can be annoying in the first laps then.
I'm just waiting for someone doing a burnout here in the banking and die.
This is really the joke that everyone makes at any start at Daytona.
I'm actually a bit scared of like the battery stuff into turn 1. MD thank you so much for 20 months of full push performance, of full push support with a Prime sub on Twitch. Thank you very much. Hey Paul, FIFA because people in the team said FIFA, Caddy or Porsche. Alex said he likes FIFA, so I was like, let's try FIFA. And yep. I have no idea. I literally jumped into the car 30 minutes ago. Aren't you familiar with the Ferrari? So you're probably the one to ask whether that was a good shout or not.
Alright, good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, Toyota low cortisol. Ferrari for sure high cortisol. But we love cortisol, you know, we're coffee addicts and stuff, so... Oops. Sorry. Digga, wir sind im Jack McConnell 2 Sekunden vorn. Das ist der andere.
Good start and softs, I guess. Or maybe P2, P3 fighting.
Paul, you mean in race pace or in quality?
Yeah, they are fighting, indeed.
Leg mich doch am Buckel, wirklich.
Oh, you died?
Yep. Shit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was the guy that I killed yesterday. So I guess it's
Adowski?
team. Yeah, team revenge. I guess car is completely toasted. But
I'm missing both left-hand side wheels.
Yeah, that's not a quick repair job. Let's say just take another daily and then come back for the next one.
Probably. Like, it wasn't even a massive shunt, but it's just enough. I survived lap 1 so nicely. And here we sit. Nice. So, what next daily is up? ELMS sprint trophy, 45 minutes event length, that is sufficient. LMGTE fixed. That's fucked. That's fucked. That's too long. But ELMS trophy at Spa.
Let's go.
Open setup. Kota. Wait, what? What's Kota? Where's Kota happening? WEC Weekly. 100 minutes of Barcelona in 12 minutes.
Ooh.
Oh, well. The one stint won. Ah, one stint sprint, 56 minutes. You're right, I should do that. When is the next race happening in
I think 2055. Then 65 minutes.
Let's just race it in the Ferrari. Let's give Ferrari a shot. Do you know where I can pre-register for the Daytona one?
I don't think you can. Only once it's in either next or upcoming.
Next is the Super 60. So I'm going to do a Kota race, which starts 1955, takes 56 minutes. Should give me then 3 minutes to sign up for Daytona, right?
Yeah, and maybe you get crashed out again, then you have enough time. No.
Thank you so much. I think he was sick, maybe still recovering.
Just evaluating all alternatives.
Yep. Meine Fresse. Okay, Honor. Oh. Let's see how screwed I get with a Ferrari around here. Da kommt halt der nächste Punkt, wo ich es halt nicht mehr in Topsplit schaffe, weil ich dann schon wieder Silber 2 bin.
Ah, ich glaube, das dauert noch. Mach dir da mal keine
5
Sorgen.
Rennen!
Dann hast du ja schon fast wieder einen Joker. Ja. Ja, ich habe mich in meinen Dailies jetzt auch irgendwie 3-4 Mal abgelegt. Ich bin immer noch Silber 3.
Hey, Tommy. You know what? I need to go and change some files. Before we get into the next race. Yeah. Where is that? Maximum headlights. This is the relative car. Change. Okay. Ai, ai, ai. All right, chat. Let's try to do Gucci stuff in the one stint sprint. Event is on the way. Once again. What the fuck? That legend? Like, it's nothing uncommon that real life racers are doing sim racing, but to see Dorian Pain in the more ultimate, in anything else than a Mercedes, eh. I might be wrong. Imagine if I have to battle her and then I can put a clip of that on Instagram, tag her, and she'd be like, "That's not me." Okay, so oh, that's why the car felt crap. I loaded a 296 setup. Not. Why did I just overwrite that? Oh, I'm so lost on my own. Yeah. Alright, here we go. At least a little bit of practice. You're not gonna meet me. There's also Ott Tanak, maybe a rally driver. That I don't know. I'm not too much into rally, so you guys will excuse my ignorance here. Yeah, that feels a bit better than before. Let's see how quickly we're gonna die in the Ferrari around here. Not sure if that was a smart call. Just another spending of rating, I assume. Five laps at best. Let's see. I think as soon as I have done a full race with that Ferrari, I can say a little more about the quality of version 1.4 update in terms of the physics on the tires and stuff. Sadly, the other race, we were killed so early that I never really got the experience out of the car that I would have loved to have. And then at the same time, I wanted to check some line into the Le Mans chicane, which I couldn't check either now. It was a bit of a shame as well. But anyway, here we are sitting in Circuit of the Americas, no practice at all, the B-Alien setup. Let's see what we can do with that. Question is also how much of our experience will still be with us, and how good or how bad is the Ferrari around here, because I can only see one Ferrari here, if that's correct. Thing is, I believe the Ferrari is certainly not that easy to drive at the minute, so let's see. Absolutely no clue how good or how bad we are. Honestly, I think if I manage to qualify in less than a second of the pole, I'm actually in a decent spot. Move for 2 more laps. See what it does. Tim Kachiza, thank you so much for 18 months of Twitch Prime support. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. How you doing, Glenn? Wide. Well, 2 more tries to fix this. Sadly, probably only just time for 1 more. F. F. Track limits. Going to be a cut. I would be surprised if this is that kind of a boring race that it looks like that it appears to be. Yeah, sadly in 10 seconds I won't make it over the line again. Lompus, congrats, good job. I just got killed on lap 1 in my Daytona race, so here we are. I think I could probably close the gap to like half a second-ish. We come in 2/10 hots. Or hotter than before. Yes, that's the track limit. But effectively, it's not that bad to be put into second place, into third place, because second is worse off the start anyway. Anyway, okay, 40 minutes times 60. We're doing 112.5, so that's 22 laps times. Shit. I would love to get the fuel right, but I can't. Yeah, I have to pretend that this is alright. And virtual energy for its grand bit. Thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Let's see what everyone else took. 80. Oh, with 80 I'm kind of fine then, huh? Headlights on. Motor map up. Thank you so much, Honor. Good luck to you as well. Which car are you in, actually? Sieht's bei dir aus?
Boxenstopp-Phase. Wir waren fast alle drin. Ich mache jetzt mal eine Runde länger. War das ein bisschen sketchy. Aber geht um Platz 3. Beziehungsweise Platz 1 hat sich, glaube ich, abgelegt in der Zwischenzeit. Also Platz 2.
Almost reactive defending. Told you the third place is a bit bad for the rating, but it's good for the racing. Simco Jesus, thank you so much for the cheer. By the way, guys, does the title really still say Mercedes AMG Virtual Champion stuff? No. Has changed, has it? Ground speed, my advice is to always have battery between 5 and 10% at all times and to not have any sorts of issues. So apparently the Peugeot behind is focusing very much on me because he did the absolute exact the same mistake that I did. And I'm still learning this car track combination as much and as quickly as I possibly can. So let's see, I'm not quite sure whether the BMW, whether the Peugeot might actually be the faster LMH car around here. It appears to be, especially in those hairpin corners. Good news is I'm having more straight line speed apparently despite draw. I think traffic is going to be the thing that I have to be aware or take care of. There I have to be pitch perfect. I'll need to find braking point for front one. And I'm still scared of the Ferrari just randomly locking the brakes. I moved the brake bias a lot to the back now because I felt like front locking has been a significant issue. But again, I'm just waiting for that moment where the rear comes around and be like, no, not gonna hold on. So as much as we did a nice move into turn 1, getting into the lead, it is going to be pretty much a challenge now, staying afloat in that lead. For a long 35 minutes. The good thing, and I'm not sure if Enzo knows that, with every lap I do, I potentially improve my potential pace by like a tenth and a half, up until a certain point. This exit is important, and turn 1 braking is going to be important. And hopefully overfueled, I think. So still lock the fronts. Maybe I shouldn't be worried about locking the rears. I'm getting a bit back my mojo from the Ferrari days, which is absolutely great. I have to admit I'm a huge Ferrari fan both. I've got everything sound, the look of the car, the chassis. Previously I also appreciated the way it drove. It was special. You know, with that special thing, you have to be off the brakes to like really rotate the car nicely. Just speaking about rotation, now I didn't want to rotate at all, but I'm thankfully able to fend off a dive bomb. At this stage, I'm expecting more a dive bomb in the turn last rather than in the turn 1. As long as I can get these exits, should be Gucci. Well, this exits without track limits, of course, but that Peugeot is just so much stronger on the brakes there. Or the guy just simply has more confidence. Maybe I'm also like, you know, over pushing and stuff. But again, all I need to make sure is to have blistering 8 exits. About the couple of corners. Well, this is now going to be interesting. It will eventually end in a dive bomb. Question mark, I could also just send that to you, bro. He's gonna finish me off, I know it. I don't know, like to me, he simply drove into the rear of my car. Yeah, at least suspension is fine, absolutely that. Need to make use of those LMH brakes against the LMDH. I mean, you know, I returned the favor a couple of times with him pushing me off. But like as I said, he's just gonna finish me off, just gonna drive into my rear. It's a carbon copy of how I died in Daytona just 15 minutes ago. Without knowing what his business is all day long, but this is how I expect he says I'm brake tested him. Just nope. just drove into drove into my back. But yeah, let me finish the point. This is how I expect those DR merchants. You know, they're gonna race in those gold splits no one really does, and then they keep winning the races, and they do that every single day a couple of times. That's how they end up in gold 1. And you know, the guy's not slow. I'm not even saying that he's slow, but it's like, clearly when I came up alongside him on the exit of turn, fuck off. You know, he's not even slow. I'm not sure if he's used into racing, because like when he goes for the dive, I go for the switchback, and I'm there, he just like simply runs into my car. And then that kind of happens a couple of times, but whatever. Split Oblivion framers. Farmers. Yes, farmers, very much so. I don't know, Mr. Colombo. You may have seen, or may have not seen the incident. What is your take on it? Sefa14, thank you for joining. Sparks, thank you for the follow. Hello and welcome. You can go on the YouTube channel and just like rewind the last 3 laps. Oh. My ultimate goal would be like to be as quick now to come back on the guy. I mean, I don't know. You guys are sort of the experts. Like, you see me race all the time, and I'm pretty sure you would admit that I'm aggressive at times. But rather more in control than out of control of my car and my moves. And I just get like, I need to be really careful to not snap when people like Enzo suggest things, as in me brake testing. No, Paul, we're gonna do one more Daytona. We should still be in a Daytona right now, but we're not. So let's see, he does 54.2. Let's see about our potential pace, if we have some. Have you watched the entirety of the battle though? Because it was quite a long one brewing over 1.5 laps basically. Yeah, now in the race chat he has accused me of having brake tested him. At least that's his idea of the incident. You know what's the good stuff? He's going to be stuck behind Aru, because Aru is in a BMW, which is basically unpassable for me already. And since our friend ahead in the Peugeot has not even more straight line speed than my slipstream, will be nowhere near the BMW. Now I'm going to do a move that I'll probably regret, but I'm gonna move the brake bias even further to the back. Pushed me off 4 times. It felt like that in the car, but then again, this is what I mean with you guys have a better view on things. For me, it felt like being pushed off a couple of times. Whether I'd be actually pushed off is a question that most of the spectators will be able to have a look on. Because it's difficult in the car, we see that with F1 drivers, we see that basically with every real race car driver as well. It's difficult in the car. Oh no! The BMW must have spun. Oh, Gregory's gonna win that one. Oh, fuck me. You tend to judge it differently when you're actually in the car and adrenaline is rushing. You'd be like, nah, I haven't done anything wrong, despite you may have crossed 2 or 3 rules at the same time, perhaps. Hey, Vidani. Yeah, the rat behavior, that's absolutely right. I don't like the words, but I have used it a couple of times lately about certain other drivers, and it completely applies. It's that rat behavior. And ironically, it's those wannabe drivers that like grind on the competition-less gold system. They're like, oh, look at my DR, I'm gold 2, I'm platinum and whatever. It's those guys that are the worst. Incidentally, I have an easy time saying that, right? Because like I don't have the spare time to do grinding these races all the time, and I don't want to, because it's irrelevant. Like, you know, a guy is a platinum 3 safety rank gold 1 driver. By the standards, he doesn't deserve either badge, but that's just me. Anyway, enough said, enough mourned. Now we try to get Tom. That is going to be the target for this one before we head back to Daytona for another 60-minute race over there. Wie sieht's bei dir aus?
P2, noch 10 Minuten.
Stark.
Und was geht bei dir? Abgeknallt worden, oder? Ja. Really? At least enough time to
I'm still
sign up
going.
for the next race. Okay.
I'm third, but like I was leading and the guy in P2 drove into my back and then accused me of brake checking him.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's a lovely one. Good clips. Really nice reads. Yep, sure box. We may see each other on track if you make it to the... If I'm still eligible for the top split with my decline of DR, and like, I can't help it. The car is not in shape anymore. Doubt it's just tires. Because like I'm losing a couple of tenths a lap, I think. Let me see. Well, the let me see is interesting, right? Like I should hit a corner right. Less talking, more focus. But it's those corners where like the front feels super lazy now. It's like just not rotating anymore. Let me see about the damage. It says NA on the damage. I'll repair, buddy. Yeah, so we certainly lose a couple of downforce points at the front. I would be very much surprised if we did not. Anyway, we should still have the pace to get our room. And I'm hoping not to have spelled his name wrong. I'm not quite sure whether we would have been able to hold on to the lead at all times anyway. It's just the way it happens is pissing me off. If I would have at least stayed ahead, or he'd be at least nice enough to like let me go and get a proper run, I could forget about all the pushing off and leaning on and stuff and like slamming into my side door. I could oversee that for a while, but not that way. So 54-0. Tom also cut lap. Hey VK. Mohammed, I don't know yet. Like, I would need to do some more qualifying, and then like I'm not interested in like grinding another 4 hours just to secure a spot P23 or something. But at the same time, I called it the starting last series, so I'm gonna do it for the content. I mean, effectively, I could run it from the very bottom last split. Yeah, I need to see whether that is the thing I want to do. Right now, I'm leaning more towards yes, just as like a content program. Yeah, VK. I saw it coming. Like, you know, I got killed, and you can rewind back. It was probably like just 15 or 20 seconds before where I said like I'm gonna be finished off. Like I felt it. That he was so frustrated already. Problem is, like, you know what's coming, but you can't anticipate. And obviously, if it's not coming, you just look extremely dumb if you let the other car just go, right, and let it happen. But yeah, whatever. In the meanwhile, I'm trying to get this front end of the Ferrari a little bit more alive. Oh, there goes Tom again. Getting me right on his, into his zone. Mohammed, are you going to do it? What is your opinion on it? You know, the thing is, I kind of agree they had to redo or like delete the leaderboard. I'm not sure whether it is smart like to completely delete it or like have a combination out of it. Like we had it in F1, like in, I don't know, what was it, 2005? Where you had like 2 qualifyings and a combination of both laps combined. It did give you the starting order. I think that would have been a way to do it. For those that have joined freshly, take the ones they did twice. And for those that have been in, you do another one. You do an average out of it. But yeah, I don't know. Busty Razor 21, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. So, 14 minutes to go to reclaim second, and goodness me, I am hopelessly overfueled, and I think this is part of my issue with the pace, right? Being overfueled, not only on energy, but basically also on vulnerable fuel. It's 20. I still assume it's 22 knots. It's 8 to go from here on, and I got almost 11 to go on my fuel can. VK, it's absolutely fair to say that the Ferrari probably is a better car in any high downforce situation, that's for sure. Just the kind of meter that is on the car works like that pretty well. Which is why the car should be much better than the BMW in this area if I get the corners right. Entering this sneaky stuff 1.1 seconds behind. And exiting it with like a second behind. A little less than a second, so yeah, that's the thing. I just think that this is Ferrari land. High downforce, high speed. Whereas straight line speed and low speed is BMW. Uh-oh. Das ist gut.
Ja, warum?
Laute ausgeatmet.
Ja, ich bin auch nicht ganz gesund.
Ja, hört man. So remember what I said before? Every lap that I could have stayed ahead in the lead would have been a direct gain over Gregory. If you're looking at the 5-lap average, this is only 4/10. There used to be a full second after qualifying. I need to relearn this this Ferrari rotation thing when being off throttle. This is so crucial to use that in the car. This is really how the car is producing the pace. And at the same time, this is also how the car is producing the danger of spinning out. Yeah, Paul, I'm going for the next Daytona. Looking for another P11, another good start, and then being taken out lap 2. So this is where the fun part begins now, because as you can see, Tom is running away from me in the draft, even. So I need to find some way. One of that is being Ferrari brake performance over BMW brake performance. And that other one is being rotating nicely off the throttle and low speed stuff. Oh, nicely that you eventually get side by side. Oh, I almost died. Ah, that dirty ass kicking, oh my god. Hold the brake to rotate. Atom doesn't quite feel as confident, it's just... Yeah, absolutely VK. Well, I don't wanna even think about racing that. This is the moment where the front anti-roll bar is too soft. I have a much better line through here. But yeah, this is not an area where you can overtake, but you see, he missed one line and after that literally missing them all. This is the chance. Let's see if he took a look at how I overtook that other BMW.
Oh, let's see how you got Bild.
This is good racing. War halt eigentlich nur ein kleiner Tab, aber reicht halt.
Ja, nochmal die Bremse gelöst. Kollege. Unlucky.
MD, absolutely. Because the red badge probably knows there's a couple of more contacts and he's gone. But I would need to set up the move in the same way as I just did last lap, and I can do this. Ooh, shit. No, I can't. This cuts. And a BMW just has so much straight line speed. I agree, VK.
Alright, let's sign up. Ricochet is driving. 7 minutes 50. Nice, I'm back in gold 1. Let's see how long I can stay there.
Nice job. Looking forward to being back in silver 2. Did you see on the rate, like, what it says on the... Get 3 arrows down, I assume?
I did not check, but very likely so. Alright, I'll be right back in a couple of minutes.
Copy. He's gonna cry baby about it. Yeah, Gadowski really killed me in Daytona. Not really much I can do. And here, Gregory killed me. But honestly, that P2 would have probably been... Ah, never mind. I'm gonna let that ship sail. Whee! That Ferrari really almost sailed. Hey Nicholas, how you doing? I wouldn't necessarily say it has low front grip, because in low speed that might be the case. But in high speed it's ready to kill you. If you're not careful with the front. Is that the karma? The Porsche looks alright actually. It seems to be a meta car. Yeah, VK, let's not talk about it further. As I said, the community in Instagram is going to review it in a reel. And that's all I'm gonna say. Want redemption for Daytona? Sort of. Probably just another race where I'm going to die, but we're gonna die with pride, you know? No texting while driving. Yeah, the final bit was a bit too much. So given away in second place, causing further rating drop, if I'm not mistaken. Let me have a look. We're registered profile. So event history. Want to see the rank breakdown? Where is the rank breakdown? Huh? What? Is it there? Fuck up. So can someone explain to me? I had I had 0.6 in DR, like 6 batches. Now it's 7 after losing 3. It's not supposed to do it. And no, I haven't used Joker yet. I'm about to, which is also interesting because the last 2 races seemingly didn't count towards the Joker, so that's interesting. Again, onto my profile. I mean, that's what I am. No? The WEC Experience race. Profile. Thankfully, I gain a little bit for that 3rd place, which is good. But this one's interesting. Joker may not count if I DNF. Which is the reason why a Joker. Ah, this is so fucked. Actually, my Platinum safety rank has finally taken a hit. I'm no further safety rank Platinum 3 maxed out. Too much touchy by the guy. Ah, this is great. Alright, guys. Here we go again. With the Ferrari at Daytona. And because this is going to be such a great one. Do I gonna get more coffee? I should not.
Oh, I'm back.
Mhm.
Did you make it?
I did. Apparently, I got more DR than I had before. It makes no fucking sense. I just looked up what I lost, and like last time when I finished the race in the like in the release party in second, it showed me 2 arrows up, and I was coming from 60%ish, like 6 bars filled, and I stayed at 60%. Now the game shows me -3 for the last one, and while rank breakdown, it showed me 9 batches filled, and now I'm at 7 batches filled. So I have like 10% more DR than 2 weeks ago without having done a single race. Yes, I have questions. There's so many questions.
Problems could be solved if you would just see a number of your actual rating, but it could be too easy.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
It's the same.
Irgendwie waren das letzte Mal 25% zu wenig. War irgendwie dann nach. Also ich hätte noch eine Runde fahren können sollen dürfen. Immer eine mehr. Ich hab doch keine Ahnung von dem scheiß Ferrari. Ich einfach gerade wieder sterben. Übrigens, wenn du DNF bist, kriegst du keinen Rennen aufs Joker angerechnet.
Nicht?
Nee, 2 Jokers. Oder halt 2 Striche.
Das gibt's doch gar nicht. So, nochmal 60 Minuten Vollgas hier. Here, Nolan Lavalier, he was fast yesterday, like similar pace to Sven.
Dean Gadowski, the guy that killed me, just getting 3 arrows up feels just so wrong. Nah, Paul, Last of Us not incoming.
He did it
indeed.
quite smooth, just a little tap, and then gain a position.
I saw
That's how
so
you do
much
it.
bullshit in that race. I did it Kota now. People have no idea. They're just not. It's the entire system. Like LMU really encouraged this badass red driving. Because like, you know, I cannot penalize Gadowski in any way. So apart from the fact that it doesn't get me anything, but it's just like you can get away with so many touchies and stuff. Last two Daytona broken. Well,
That's
I was.
always when you're in a non-controlled environment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good at it as it is. What can you do?
True.
I think they make protesting easy if you want to do it, but
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
wouldn't bother either.
Well, I mean, I started 11th in Daytona last race and was 7th after lap 1, and I got killed in turn 1 and lap 2. So, wasn't really much last and fast that I could have done at that point. But, you know, this is why we're going again. So, let's see how this goes.
Oh, already quali, okay.
Enjoy.
Oops.
Yeah, VK most likely. So let's see, after I've driven the Ferrari for, let's say, a lap or two in Kota, you could arguably say I should have a tad more experience, a tad more confidence in that car now. Hashtag to be proven yet. Tires are still cold, but because it's a soft tire, it should be fine. Nice. Bust up cut. Let's go. Getting sick here, huh? Let's take it easy on that lap. Chucky, it's fair to have your opinion on this. I mean, turn 1 was quite a dive. And then turn 16 was also quite a dive. But you know, it gets activated when... Like, he did that dive. Fine. I went for a switchback. And I tell you what I did. If we pretend, because I can do this, if we pretend that this yellow line is the track limits, then this is what I did. I left him that space and he just turns in on me. So... yeah, I'm not further discussing about that movement. And then after that, obviously contact remains. He tries to bully his way, being like, "Come on, Mitchie, get to the left, give more space." So I'm not going to let that just happen, and then I just apply the same driving standards, so it becomes an equal battle, you know. I still hate that stuff, but I have to do it in order to stay afloat. But again, Shocky, it's fine. If you have an opinion, I asked about the opinion beforehand. I'm just explaining what I... Wait, Shocky. He blamed me of doing brake checks and stuff. That's how things got started. He blamed me about brake checking, which is why he ran into my backhand, which is not what I did. And I just defended that. I think that is what I should still be doing, right? I should defend my stuff if someone is allegedly blaming me for bullshit. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that's how I should do it, right? I'm not blaming him for, like, you know, the pushing off left, right and center. I pushed him off as well at some point. But probably on push it's like, on pushing off it's like a 3-3 or 2-2 draw. Yeah, I broke earlier there because in the last 3 laps I always ran wide and I wanted to open up a little bit more for turn 8. There's nothing wrong with that. It is not a corner where one would not expect someone to brake. The thing is, like, he just cannot drive like I don't exist at the front.
Oh no, not a catchback.
Uh-oh. And you know, with like lap 5, lap 6, the tires have taken a fast drop, so it's quite natural you start braking a little earlier there. Anyway, that's my take on the things. If you think I'm wrong, then fair. I should try and focus on getting a better lap in now. Eh? Purple sector 1? The fuck? Yeah, Shocky racing incident, most likely. At the end of the day, he still rear-ended me though and accused me of like brake checking him, which is utter bullshit. And I think I have like every right to be pissed at that. DK, I had that idea as well, but you know, I think Enzo would be a little bit more emotional about things rather than like, you know, like Shoki is really, I don't want to say static, but like he is on factual points rather than emotional accusations. So I give him that. That's gonna do it for the lap, guys. And I wonder how I ended up without fuel last time. 0.7. I think Alex did a 0.4 last time. And honestly, probably that split with that point... What do I have now? 0.7. I should again start like P7 or P8-ish. It is you, Enzo. Well then, Enzo, hats off to your composure and staying on facts. But again, I've just explained my point. You can disagree with it, and it's fine if you disagree. Then we have come into agreement that we disagree. I mean, I cannot always be in agreement with everyone. It's fine now. Like, you know, the race is dusted. No protests or anything incoming. You've won it. You would have probably won it anyway, because you would have been much faster in the first place. But it's fine. I'm not here to start a general discussion on what I think I did, you did. Like, we've discussed it 30 minutes now. I think it's fine. I mean, we both go off and die. I know it's not a malicious intent, despite I obviously said that I feel I'm gonna get finished, which I still feel I did, but at the same time, it's not like, you know, I'm not sitting here blaming you for just running into my back being like completely careless. This is not what it is. It is a small love tap. The same kind of love tap that happened to me in Daytona an hour ago and made me actually have to race in the Circuit of the Americas. So whatever. Paul Koch. Murph account or what? Get them gone. E5. Ah, could be worse.
Could be.
Die 13 habe ich einen Code eingegeben. Irgendwann gehe ich sterben. Schauen wir mal. Also. Christian, hello there. How are you doing, man? Oh nee. Das ist ja gefährlich.
Was denn?
Du stehst ja vor mir.
Ach du Scheiße. Wenn du mich gleich rausjagst hier, ne?
Oh, es ist dann können wir das Fass aber aufmachen.
Then we both are on the road to Silver 2.
Oh yeah. I'm running 80 Newton meter wheelbase at 40 or 45 in game. Anyway, Shuki, if you do another race or Enzo, enjoy it. Have a good evening. And you still have to probably deal with ending up on the internet on Instagram because, like, our battle.
Look, every time.
Our battle was just
Someone
worth a
says
short.
burn out from the banking.
Someone's gonna die at some point.
Hm.
Anyway, good luck. Yeah, better luck
Good
this
luck.
time. Better luck this time. Kannst du bremsen?
Ein bisschen, ja. Ich scheine der Einzige zu sein, wenn ich oben auf Virtual Energy gucke.
Ja.
I don't care.
And the Constantinus effect. Crazy. Enjoy.
Ja. Enjoy.
So guys, second time, 60 minutes Daytona. Let's see if we survive lap 1 and then whether we make it to lap 2. Oops. I'm sorry. I felt I could be on the inside when the
What
Toyota.
happened?
Der Toyota hinter dir hat einen Switchback gemacht und ich war halt da.
Ja, okay. Ja, switchback turn 1 always tough idea.
But we have like 125 stewards watching. What is the penalty for me? 5 seconds racing incident, his fault. I mean, I rolled back into the gap that probably doesn't exist, but I think also like the guy pulls out of the move and tries to do the switchback. And I have a broken rear. Rear's orange. SG 100 copy. This is going to be a boring race, guys, because I'm much slower than the cars ahead. I don't think I'll have a chance sticking with them, honestly. I mean, I'm gonna try, but... Who did I even kill? I know it was some Toyota. Was it Benjamin George? Either way, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. Let's see if I can get a little into the rhythm. And then pick up the pace. I have a repair buddy once again. Das ist doch zum Heulen, echt. Just waiting for getting the explanation mark patch because of too much touchy-touchy. The brake bias is already sitting at 50.1 and I feel like I would even want to go further to the back, but that is sketchy, for sure. But this Ferrari feels nice, and it's the eSport B-Alien setup. And if you guys are interested into getting that setup, then exclamation mark setup is your command. Get that link from the stream bot and make sure to use the BHoya referral code for getting 10% off. On your purchase, as I am at least matching Mardukovic at the front in terms of pace. If I wouldn't just, like, you know, playing stupidly with braking points and stuff. Not scary, but manageable. Yeah, guys, and if you're appreciating the stream, please have a follow on Twitch, subscribe on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. If you love the intensive, well, intensive is probably French, intense sim racing experience here on this channel, you can trust me when I say there's going to be more of that. And speaking about more of that, half a point out of 6, that is actually... that's pretty relaxed, isn't it? So... it's not really a fuel-saving race, I think. However, you can't take it too easy on the braking as well. So you see him, like in one lap I may have the pace, and another one I may not have it, which is simply part of me not being, how shall I say it, in the rhythm is the wrong word, but like not being one with the track and the car yet. I feel that the car has potential of good pace if I drive it correctly. But this is where I'm still fishing a little bit for actual performance, because I don't quite have that feeling yet. I'm doing too many mistakes. I don't feel settled on the braking points. I don't feel settled on the turning points yet. and hence I'm slightly losing out on pace here. Now we do have the chance that this sort of settles a little bit over the race. Do you take second curb of Le Mans or completely dodge it?
The second one.
First right-hander.
I think I dodged it.
Need to brake early for turn 1, I can't hold it. I haven't driven a soul good turn 1 yet. Traffic's gonna spill the tea in a moment. Ran a bit too wide, and then I see Mark Dukovic. Does he take 4/10 out of me in the chicane all alone? Do I have an issue with that chicane? I'm wondering. Thank you. I'm so lucky with the traffic. Just to then, while having the luck, being like, no, not gonna do it right with the bus stop chicken, and this is where I could have gained a second on Mark Dukovic ahead. George Boothby had issue with Gadowski for a while, just too aggressive. Well, it wasn't certain Alex Siebel that runs in second place yesterday that locked the brakes with a Ferrari in lap 1 into turn 2, or turn 3 basically. Spun out and killed Gadowski, so maybe it's the Falcon issue. Nah, but honestly, if you guys are saying that famous GT3 drivers have had issues with this particular driver, I'm fine. I mean, I am fine, basically.
No, where are you?
12th.
Fun?
Yep, in the high-speed king. I looked into the headlights of a GT3 and then avoided the wall, but I got cobblestones on tires. But it's good fun, I should be quicker than the guy, so now I have a race.
Nice. At least car's not toasted.
Nope, not touch the wall. Actually waiting for the rain to get fresh tires. Ah, so dumb. Yeah, that's lacking track experience. Ah, nice job, you got the lead. Very nice. So, how much can we get? I think if everything goes perfectly fine, we might still have the chance of finishing in the top 6. And now actually we have a little bit more entertainment to do, right? I wasn't really about disrespect of the GT3, I just underestimated the bumps outside. So I think actually I did a nice job avoiding all the GT3s while being a passenger. It shouldn't have happened in the first place, let's be honest, but again, I'm not going to commit to that move again, because we now do know how this would end up. Instead, we're gonna do some racing. You know, that's the thing, I'm not free of fault, I do know that, but I'm usually quite reasonable about where I then learn and do better next time, you know? Just as waiting for this GT3. Not being in the draft. Let's go. In hindsight, the speed meant that the mediums are now on temperature window, which is Gucci. They are also completely cooked though, which is an issue of its own, but let's not speak about that. Oh, goes up with a bonk. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for El Draft. Rear's so sketchy now. I'm really sure I'm gonna die. And then we have that straight line speed issue with the Ferrari on top of that. Oh, Paul is off. Man, just the screen freeze in the very right moment, so I nearly killed Paul on top of this. Oh shit, what to do with that? VK, you can book a coaching with me if you feel like it. And with that coaching, you'll probably unlock a couple of pins. hindsight, I'm not even quick enough for anything, really. Ow. All I appreciated, but like, why do you just drive into my back though? Front ARB is already maxed out, so I can't stiffen that any further. Oh no, Benjamin George is coming back at me. Suppose I must have spun. And Benjamin George, quite frankly, would be... like, he has some unfinished business with me, I'm afraid. Apart from the fact that he's just also playing faster. So let's see. We're equaling P6 and 7. We're also sort of equaling P2, not P3 though. Bavaria. Where's Mark Dukovic? Dead or what? Oh, that would have been a podium if I didn't die. And I'm about to die in the bus stop here anyway at some point, but no. Let's postpone that till later. The only thing I can probably do is like detach the rear anti-roll bar, so let's see how that feels. Let's see how that feels. It's not a setup issue that I'm fighting right now. It's now with the tire, especially the rear, has been cooked. That is giving me the big pain. It's here where the detached rear anti-roll bar should be a huge pain. And probably the high-speed stuff. So probably I can keep the rear anti-roll bar undetached for everything apart from bus stop. Let's see how that goes with the bus stop. And before I just understeer, go for the track limits and have more issues again. Hey Paparoglu, how you doing? You also feel a strong shaking on the steering wheel in Daytona circuits? Sometimes yes, but mainly only when I have cold tires. Ben LMU2, thank you very much for your follow on Twitch. I honestly don't like that bump drafting because it's against the code of conduct and I'm not asking for it. So what do I have to basically do? It's probably, if it happens again, I need to just pull out of the slips, like pull out and let him go. Because I'm not getting myself into trouble here. As much as I want to have every fucking position, yes, but not at all costs, and certainly not at the cost of being in breach with the code of conduct. I'm going to manage that in a moment. Yeah, in my case, that is the case. When the tires are cold, the suspension and the tires are oscillating on the ground. That is for sure a thing. And I get why Paul may have done that thing with the bump drop now because of straight line speed stuff, but there is a way to properly do it, which I don't think is being in breach the code of conduct, which is if I get closer but make sure to not have contact. So all I'm using is the aero push to get us further ahead. And also thankfully to seeing Paul right ahead of me, I now see what is the issue for the Ferrari, which is bus stop. This is the corner where I lose towards the Toyota, 3/10 in a single corner. Crazy. What the heck? Oh, Hypercar. Freebie! Didn't say that too loud. I caused the freebie myself. Shit, I thought there is more of a GT3 ahead than it was Hypers. Anyway, we're pushing. See you done, David. Thank you very much for the follow. Hello and welcome. Oh. Koch getting into the inside of that Ashton. Oh, that's nasty. But probably I have been on a good shout with the line. More yellows. Getting significantly wet now, I think. One box. Ich würde sagen, eine geht vielleicht noch.
Eine oder zwei noch. Ich glaube, nächste Runde machst du nichts falsch. Die Runde danach ist risky, aber wenn du es hinkriegst, glaube ich, einen Tick schneller, 2 Sekunden oder so. Aber diese Runde wäre noch zu früh.
Sieht's aus mit VE? Wenn nächste, also wenn bei dir jetzt diese Runde?
Dann würde ich nehmen 87.
Und nächste Runde dann 82.
Ja.
I think I'm committing. This is sketchy shit now. Yeah, like, bro, Having a GT3 on my outside. There's 4 cars ahead, like P5 inside. Yep, actually P4.
Nein, ich war zu schnell. Scheiße.
Nein, nicht echt.
Ja.
Oh. Aston killed itself. Alle gehen rein. Guys, this is crunch time. Yes, wing change. Good shout.
I hope it's just a drive-through.
That much speeding.
I don't know, like 70?
Maybe you're lucky and fine.
I mean, it's hard to tell when you're braking so long.
Maybe you're just committing the same.
You always think you have time and then you don't have a drive-through, okay.
Okay. You took 82%.
Yeah. Oh, that's too little, yeah? Alright. I said it wrong.
Not sure if that lap was good.
But I'm saving half a lap by going through the pits again.
Probably. That was fine.
Good job.
Thank you. It's something I did right. And then I almost overshot people. Yeah, in the freezer, in the rain, it's really heavy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And if you do so, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, and check out exclamation mark setups with the B-Alien referral code for 10% off on B-Alien setups, as well as exclamation mark engineer, a top software.
How many laps do I have for the drive-through?
I think 3. Comparing your performance of driving real life against a dedicated
when I need to come in.
It should, yeah. Against your reference lap, corner by corner in real time, exclamation mark engineer, check that out. Last but not least, if you're into VR and if you're thinking about getting a Pimax PC VR headset, and use the Midgie Magic code or explanation VR for getting 2% off on the shop. So here we come out of the pits, and guys, I think Alex was actually right. It was super risky for us to go a lap longer, but where's Paul? He's behind us, yeah. So that was the right call in that sense, and now it's going to be utter survival. Codrin, thank you so much. Have a nice evening. And thank you for being here, of course. Now the wet line stuff will take place. How Gucci are we driving on the wet line and off the rubbered line and not doing what we just did here?
That's the next lap I need to come in then. Yeah.
Yeah, give me the cut. I said that. You detach ARB or keep it?
I keep it.
Stab Some hypercar is off. That is a chance for getting a spot. Let's go. P5. And honestly, if I can get Eichers, that about be it. And I think surviving in those conditions is tricky enough. Eichers would also mean a podium, by the way, because of Alex's drive-through.
Glad the pit lane is that short.
That what? That's short, yeah.
The pit lane is, yeah. So they would have at least the old pit speed limit at the exit.
Man, very wet. I'm not prepared for this. Oh boy. Oh. That shit. Okay, broke too late. Unsurprisingly, yeah. Be careful in the kink. Yeah, I need to be on the throttle though, because there my four-wheel drive will help me stabilizing. But I totally agree with you. Can I finally... Yes, finally I can be Gucci into the bus stop chicken. So what is Kaplan doing lap time wise? .45.3. Can we do 44s? Yes. This is how I'm going to take this corner. Moving forward. Kaplan, 4 seconds. Guys, we may look at P2.
Oh. Oh.
Good.
No, but someone spun, reversed onto the track on the outside, but I missed my line.
Ich glaube, Paul gekocht hat vergessen, sein Heckflügel hochzustellen.
Okay.
So you guys happy with that driving so far? At least I am. Leveria hat irgendein Timing-Issue. Boah, hat er sich abgelegt durch die Pitlane durch? Nee. Da hab ich mir 10 Sekunden verloren. Ja, der ist wahrscheinlich Turn 1 weit gegangen.
Ja, das passiert gut und gerne mal.
Thankfully he let us go. Gives me the opportunity to drive my line. I'm just now missing my brake marker into the bus stop. Kaplan 3.8. GT3 in Kurve 6 außen.
Okay.
Ah, so where to brake here? Let's try this. Very conservative. I will love being conservative on this one. That too quick into the turn, I think. The way too sketchy. One really needs to be careful there. Also still light rain falling. Ooh, sorry. Gerard. Immediately says sorry, but I think it was more on me. We had that situation. Might plan to say sorry here. Hast du jemand rausgenommen?
Nee, hab ich nicht.
beschwert sich auf jeden Fall jemand.
Ja, ich lese es auch gerade.
So I think my biggest issue against that Porsche ahead of me is going to be straight line speed for the final 15 minutes.
Das schaue ich mir gleich mal an.
Ich auch. The skill for text and drive in these conditions, that's not skill, that's just plain stupid, to be honest. Because in those conditions you make way too easy mistakes, whether that is here in the King or like even on the banking, you could easily like oversee a GT3 or like, commit some other stupid stuff. And eventually, as much as we're clearly faster than the Porsche ahead, we still need to do a move here. Like, we get a run here, but look at the speed of Kaplan in the straight. It's still like easily moving away despite having a giga exit and bust-ups. Looks like I've been practicing a lot to be that good. Absolutely empty. I'm not doing anything different like all day long. It's also the reason why I qualified P11 in the past race. And not won the Kota race in the meanwhile. Oh shit. All that battling brings Jeremy Neff on the board. Yeah, the cut was nuts. No. Oh. I had to do this lunge on the dive. That was a very important one right now. Because if I get bus stop correctly, I'll leave the bets link to the guys and just like go. And this, chaps, would be a really, really good result. The captain just 4/10 back in a Porsche that is miraculously quack on the straights. It's going to be F, I think. Although the banking is doing interesting stuff to the slipstream and draft. In my case, it's rather traffic that does interesting things to the slipstream and draft. That could have saved me. Shout out to the GT3. Shout out to those guys just apparently that simply driving into each other. Effective P3 nach dem Spin ist krank.
Always a long race. Ja, ich glaube, ich muss noch ein bisschen sparen. Ich habe jetzt noch 30.
Ich habe 31,7.
Das war noch fliegen gegangen. Eine gekocht. Und ein GT3.
Das Paul Koch ist übrigens ein Smurf.
Ja, habe ich mir schon fast gedacht bei dem Namen.
Mhm. Der Barry hat auch 30%. Gut, okay, der ist natürlich 3 Sekunden vor dir, das ist 25, aber...
Ja, das ist das Problem. Ja, das ist das Problem. Es ist relativ knapp gerade, aber geht.
Muss für der Chat ausschalten. Yes, indeed. Bring those gifted subs in 100 pieces of them. Let's go. Alright guys, jokes aside, if you appreciate what we're doing here, then besides following on Twitch and subscribing on the YouTube channel, please consider supporting this channel either with a direct donation on the Streamlabs link, or with becoming a sponsor, or with becoming a tier 1 subscriber or a Twitch Prime subscriber on the... Did I say Twitch Prime? Amazon Prime, I mean, obviously. On those systems. As I'm just taking it easy for the traffic. Yes, Andy. Expenses, marketing costs on LMU. Make the dailies great again. Let's go. Andy, I have a marketing idea. Give me a referral code for like 5% off on the on the Pro Plus subscription, like streamer benefits? Or shall I rather ask for 5% commission? Nah, we're not too greedy here. Uh-huh. Well, Andy, you can't blame the people for thinking that, because there is organizations and companies that do. I can assure you, though, LMU doesn't. Sorry, Studio 397 or MSG doesn't. The budget! Joke. I think the budget is greater than ever. Thanks to all the people enjoying the more Equinox. I was wondering whether the king is flat in the meanwhile, but I'm not going to try it. Denkst du, Trockenlinie wieder MVP?
Ja, safe.
Ja, aber nicht so rum. But I agree. Dry line is out with you now. Well, I'm DES because, like, in the period when we did the moves, or when we had to do the moves, we could rely on the higher wing producing better downforce, therefore more grip, not overstressing the tires too much. Like, you know, fronts are pretty hot already, but the rears are still in good shape, and that's part of rear wing's fault. And at the same time, like, right now, you still benefit from having high downforce right now. So, as much as the advantage may not be as high anymore, it's still an advantage. Don't go off, thank you. It's just now, I'm having trust issues on, you know, that the second place is too good of a comeback from spinning. That I now can't really rely or focus that much on it. Ich denke, kann's flat out gehen jetzt.
Ja, ich glaube auch.
Serie Blacklists gesehen?
Nee, warum?
Würdest du nicht verstehen, wenn ich sag, mach Mr. Kaplan kalt.
Nee, Figur. Aber ich probier's trotzdem.
Ja, ich bitte darum. Good to go. Da ließ sich in Turn 5 nach dem King gut diven, aber man muss halt committen. And not like me almost running off. I'm surprised I'm actually faster than Bavaria at times. Like, yeah, not in the last 5 laps, but I had a couple of laps where I was indeed faster. This didn't seem being a thing prior to, well, short after this qualifying session, right? Anyway, guys, we're about to end the stream as we're coming to the finish line here, and I really have enjoyed doing the daily races today. As much as we maybe could speak about the way things went, I still appreciated the fun. I still enjoyed doing what we did. And I think once again we have a couple of good clips coming our way, such as spinning out in Daytona. Slick GT, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel, and welcome to the party. Enjoy our last couple of moments here in wet Daytona. Ooh. Hesitation of pictures. F me. And I thought the setting that I adjusted right before. Nice job.
Thank you.
Willst du noch vorbei?
Ja, ist gut.
As much as we complained about the FPS issues, this still remained despite I thought I adjusted the setting. However, it could be a Daytona thing. The track is just considerably hard on the FPS in the first place. Yo Nick, long time no see, how you doing, bro? Yeah, very important move to pass Kaplan and then have him stuck behind the GT. That actually sealed my last 10 minutes of the race as being a bit more easy, rather than the conditions are tricky in the first place. Let's say tricky enough, not dying on one own. But then we're coming home for a podium in the end. It's like, you know, with all the shenanigans that we had in those 3 races, if I would not spin, I would have still not won. If I would not have spun, we wouldn't have had that kind of race to the end we had.
03, 02, 01.
Nice one.
Good job.
Likewise.
Frag mich mal an, was ich da wohl verbrochen habe.
Runde 19, Runde 20, Kurve.
Ja,
1.
also wenn, dann habe ich das, dann kann das halt, also dann habe ich das nicht mitbekommen. Aber schau ich mir das mal an. Turn 1 meinte er, ne?
Mhm.
Gucken.
Runde 19 war es an der Box, das kannst du nicht gewesen sein.
Runde 20 ist jetzt auch nicht. Runde 21 ist auch nichts. Also Turn 1 zumindest, oder? Da war ich wieder an der Box. Jemand da vorher vielleicht? Geh doch mal auf den drauf. Oh ne, ich finde den so nicht. Ah, da ist er. Also er hat gesagt, er hat ein Rad verloren.
Ja. Verdammt, nachher hab ich ihn gekillt.
Ah, hier ist er kaputt, okay. Ah, hier ist er tot. Oh ne, da war er schon tot. Warte mal, aber da war er doch schon tot, als ich erst vorbeigefahren bin.
Sabo? Wer hat sich nicht beschwert? Ja, Sabo.
Ja, hier ist er durch. Ach, das war der Erste, das war nicht ich, Digga. Bro, was ist das denn für einer? Das war ich gar nicht. War der hier, wie heißt er? Der Verrier. Der hat halt auch dieses Türkise am Auto, aber das war ich nicht. Das ist Runde 4 oder 23, glaube ich. 23 am Anfang oder 24. Falls du da noch drauf bist. Junge, ey, krieg ja sinnlos Hate ab. Mann, Mann, Mann. Aber er darf nicht gerne protestieren, dann verliert er einen Token.
Was, Sabo? Ja, ne?
Habo.
Habo, ich schau den falschen an.
Turn 1, Runde 23 oder 24. Mach mal deinen Stream auf. Check mal ab. Ja, schon, hä? Also ich hab doch keinen gekillt jetzt. Hätte ich doch mitbekommen. Das war Turn 1 Entry. Könnte aber auch, nee, da bist du schon zu weit auf jeden Fall. Das war zwischen 23 und 24.
Valeria.
Ach, okay, hier sehe ich es gerade bei dir.
Les Simracers, also er hat ja recht about. Sind immer die gleichen.
Ja.
Das ist so unceremonious, mit welchem Klonk er da an die Wand einschlägt.
Ah, das tut schon weh, ey.
Aber also ähnlich wie ich, Kurve 1 damals. Ach, da hat der Leveria auch diese 10 Sekunden verloren.
Ja, da hat er die 10 Sekunden verloren, das stimmt.
Paul, Digga, das
Mann.
Mach doch kein Bumpjob.
Entschuldigung.
Ja, eine höchstpersönlich.
Und eine Flasche Wein.
So gut fahren.
Ah.
Hast ja fast Bock auf noch eins, aber wir müssen morgen arbeiten.
It makes a lot of fun, actually, yeah.
Ja.
Very nice.
Guys, thank you for watching.
This was awesome.
Really appreciate it.
Not in the full wet. I guess that was a little bit too much for me then, but as soon as it dried up, it was good.
Full wet, my car was lit. Somehow. Maybe I fried the tires just so badly in the spin. It must have done something to the safety rank because I keep losing it.
Yeah.
Right, guys, that's gonna do it for today. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you very much for joining, for running Paul, because it is against the code of conduct and the terms and conditions of LMU. So we don't want your channel to be banned, neither do we want my account to be banned. So we have a raid at Stradi.
Let's see, tomorrow, tomorrow I guess not, but maybe also not on the weekends, and then it's gone already. Maybe Monday. Monday is still the same week, right?
Yeah. We're gonna have a raid to Stradi. Oh, what happened to the camera? No one said anything. Is that due to my changes also here on? The camera just became undone. Anyway, guys, we're gonna have a raid. I say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy Stradi with more Le Mans Ultimate, and then we see each other on the very latest on Monday. I have a couple of shorts videos coming your way. Till then, guys, see you. Bye bye. And don't forget about the follows and subs. Guys, see you there. Bye bye.
Ja, wahrscheinlich gerade am Abmoderieren.